These 10 perfumes are absolutely perfect for those very hot and sultry summer nights. Hey there, welcome to my channel. I hope you're really well. These are perfumes that are perfect for dates. If you just want to feel super sexy and alluring, these are amazing. Xerjoff la Capitale. This is one that when I would just want to pull out all the stops and smell amazing, this is one that instantly comes to my mind. It's so good. This is one of those fragrances that is blended absolutely seamlessly. It's perfect. You don't feel like any note in this overpowers the other. It's just really well balanced. This is the definition of a very sultry, sexy fragrance. It immediately opens up with those fruity notes. You have peach and strawberry in the opening. You have vanilla in this, so it does have that sweetness. And what adds that really yummy touch is the caramel note. It's really smooth, almost like a kind of butterscotch caramel with rose. There's some amber and some saffron in this. The note of leather in this is beautifully done. It's a very light leathery note that sits in the background, so it's not going to feel very heavy. It stays quite airy as well, which is really nice for such a rich fragrance. A delicious fruity caramel fragrance with some floral hints in there as well. Beautifully blended, super intoxicating, very sensual, very seductive fragrance. I absolutely love this. L'interdit rouge by Givenchy. I have almost finished this bottle and I've been using it sparingly because I just love this so much. If, like myself, you are a white floral lover, this is, it's one of those no-brainer fragrances. It's just so amazing. And the minute I first got my nose on this, it was an instant love. This is the most sultry, sexy tuberose fragrance, and it has never failed to get me a compliment. I will be repurchasing it because this is just one of those fragrances, you just cannot go wrong with it. It's so sexy. It's white florals done in such a sexy way, and it's a powerhouse fragrance. It really performs amazingly. I have no issues with this. That's why it's almost finished, because I've just worn this to death. It's so good. I really pick up the tuberose and the jasmine in this. That for me is what takes center stage in this fragrance. The tuberose, the jasmine, those white florals are super prominent, but they're done in such a sexy way that this is like perfect for summer evenings, summer nights, summer dates. It's just an amazing fragrance. It's warm, slightly juicy on the opening from that blood orange, little bit spicy from the ginger, but overall it's blended so beautifully. This works so well for hot summer nights. I am already looking to get another bottle of this. It's stunning. Prada Paradoxe. This is the original Prada Paradoxe, not the intense version. I might look to try that one next time, but this is the original one and I absolutely love this so much. Yes, it is another white floral, but it's a very different white floral in the sense that it's a bit more fun and flirty and less serious than the other one I just mentioned. This is so playful, but cannot be underestimated because it's actually still very sexy. The minute you smell it, you just go, like that's so good. It's so delicious. Such a versatile fragrance. It's just great for any occasion, but boy, is this so nice on a hot summer evening. It smells so fresh while still being really sexy and flirty and fun. It's such a lovely fragrance. It opens really fruity, quite soapy, a little bit shampoo-y, but in such a good way. It smells like when you've just got out the shower and you've washed your hair, you've used the most luxurious shower gel. It's so pretty while still being sexy. So it's a very fruity floral. You have neroli, you have orange blossom, there's some jasmine as well. The florals mixed with the slightly citrusy notes work so well. You have tangerine in this, you have pear, which is so mouth-watering. And the base, you have those really lovely notes of musk and vanilla. Super fun and playful fragrance that has this sexiness as well. More of a youthful, flirty scent. I really love this, and when I'm in the mood for it, it just makes me really happy. It's one of those fragrances that just brings on happiness the minute you smell it. I love it. Next up, one of my ultimate favourite fragrances of all time, and I mean that sincerely, Kilian's Woman in Gold. There is something about this fragrance that has me hooked on it, and I wear this sparingly because it's not a fragrance that I know I can just keep repurchasing like there's no tomorrow. It's expensive and I just love it so much. I could easily wear this every day, but I hold myself back from doing it. This is the most beautiful citrusy vanilla with some floral notes. This sweetness that is absolutely delicious and addictive. And this fragrance isn't going to be for everyone. It does contain aldehydes in it, and I think that it is quite an acquired taste, this fragrance, and you'll either probably love it or you'll either hate it. And for me, it's a definite 1,000,000% love. I feel like this is probably the most favorite fragrance in my collection. I love it so much. Instantly gives me this feeling of luxury, of class, of elegance. It is an elegant vanilla that contains these pretty florals and these slightly deeper notes in the base. You have akigala wood, tonka bean, and some patchouli. Those base notes are not overpowering. It stays vanillic and sweet, slightly floral. It is beautiful. I wear this all year round. It is the closest thing I feel to my signature fragrance. This is one that works beautifully for summer nights. You just radiate this gorgeous ambery, vanillic, magical scent. If there was one fragrance I could gatekeep, it would be this. J'adore l'or. This is class in a bottle, this fragrance. It is absolute class, feminine, beautiful, timeless, very classy fragrance. Oh, so pretty. And the bottle in itself is such a masterpiece. Stunning bottle, isn't it? It's so pretty. And the fragrance, oh, I love this. It's so creamy and sweet. You have jasmine, orange blossom, lily of the valley, and they're so sweet and succulent. Beautiful bouquet of white florals, and what's stunning is the hints of violet in this. Totally timeless, classic beauty. Love this so much. That's J'adore l'or. Armani Prive Magenta Tanzanite. This is the epitome of a sexy, alluring fragrance, and it is so addictive. This is a more intense fragrance, but it still works so beautifully in hot weather for summer nights, hot summer nights. And that is because this is blended in a way that even though it has these very rich and dense, strong notes, it still has this very clever ability to remain light and airy. It's so beautiful. What I instantly smell when I spray this is cardamom. And cardamom is one of my favorite notes in fragrances. When it's done in a way that isn't too heavy, that cardamom note is so spicy and it adds this whole gorgeous richness to this fragrance. I pick up a hint of cinnamon, and you have coffee in this that adds that richness also. This is a really sweet, rich, opulent fragrance that is an absolute head turner. It's an outstanding fragrance and it performs like a beast as well. It's so beautiful. That's Armani Prive's Magenta Tanzanite. This next fragrance I have spoken about quite a bit in my last couple of videos, so you may be familiar with this. First Time by Min New York. This is such a sexy, sultry rose fragrance, and I have to mention it again in this video because this is so beautiful for dates, for evening wear, for hot summer nights. If you are into gourmands, if you like rose, this is your beautiful gourmand rose scent. If you like something very sweet, maybe has a touch of nuttiness, you have pistachio in this, you have hazelnut, and you have all these sweet sugary accords, this is absolutely addictive and so sexy. This is like a beautiful rose fragrance, something down the line of Miller Harris Scherzo, but minus that oud note. So if you are not into woody rose fragrances or oudy rose, this is perfect to try because it's so delicious. Your skin just smells sweet and edible. It's a stunning rose and it is so beautiful for dates and for hot summer nights. For Your Love by Mizensir. This is a really beautiful fragrance. It's very classy. It screams luxury. It's sweet, it's sultry. It opens with this stunning raspberry note that is very dry. It's a very dry fragrance that has this muskiness, this powderiness. This gives off a little bit of that kind of lipstick smell, that makeup powdery smell, but it's still very sweet, it's light, it's airy. It's a very classy fragrance. Oh, and that fruity note from the raspberry is so lovely. It's a super realistic raspberry note. There's nothing synthetic about the way this smells. This does give me a little bit of a vibe of a more mature, vintagey fragrance, but not in an old lady kind of way, old-fashioned way. It still has this modern, really elegant touch to it. It's so pretty. You do pick up more patchouli in this on the dry down, but it definitely never feels too heavy. It definitely remains very light and airy, really long lasting, and actually gives a really beautiful sillage as well. This definitely leaves a pretty scent trail. You will be smelt wearing this. Really do love the fragrance from this house, Mizensir. Their fragrances have this really luxurious feel, and this definitely is another one that works very well for date nights. Next up is a fragrance that I will never ever get tired of. I love it. It's Musc Noir Rose by Narsico Rodriguez. One of the most versatile fragrances I have. It's one I never get tired of. It's a feel-good fragrance. Wow. Oh my god, this is just a fragrance that works so beautifully in so many different situations, But the fact that this is one of those scents that you can just put on, feel good, smell sexy, smell feminine. It's one of those no-brainer fragrances that is a staple in my collection, and it always will be. This never ceases to amaze me at how good it actually smells. And when I've not worn it for a while and then I get it out and I decide to wear it, I'm always shocked at how good it actually does smell. Oh, it's just so perfect. It's the perfect musk. It's very, very addictive and comforting while still being really sexy, and it's so gorgeous. The musk to me in this is one of the best ways I've ever smelt musk. I definitely wouldn't enjoy this as much if the rose was very prominent. I feel like the rose is beautifully done because it's very, very subtle. I will definitely always have a bottle of this. I love it. YSL Libre le Parfum. This fragrance has been my classic ride or die sexy scent, and it never fails to impress. That's the thing with this fragrance. It does just have this really attractive, addictive smell. Such a sexy, warm, cozy, ambery vanilla. You have the hints of lavender in this. Beautiful orange blossom in here. This definitely is my favorite out of the whole line. I love Le Parfum. It is just really smooth. There's nothing sharp or nothing screechy in this. It's blended very well. Warm, a little bit spicy, sweet. You've got that honey note that adds this smooth sweetness. Very, very addictive and sexy. You will get compliments with this. This has been one of my ride or die sexy fragrances for years now, and I still love it so much. Another fragrance that has served me very well, so thank you. One worth getting your nose on. It's really beautiful and it lasts so well. It's really, really good performance on this. Let me know in the comments some of the fragrances that you wear on hot summer nights. If you did enjoy the video, please do give me a like, and if you want to, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon. Bye!